First round of our first couple finalists out in just a few moments here. Ladies and gentlemen, can I hear how ready you are to see these first rounds of finalists? All right, we got some good energy here. Coming out first, representing North Van, is Lana Slipovich. Coming up next is from North Vancouver, Sophie King.
This is the order that they're coming out.
Oh, I thought you said we're introducing them.
This will be the best climber.
Yeah. Sorry, folks. Got a little bit of a mix-up here. We got Asia Medard de Chardon and Mia Strobe here on my far left. We'll get Mia on my immediate left. Sorry, folks. And so we'll have our female finalists line up on my left and our male finalists line up on my right. And again, first up here is Vancouver's Asia Medard de Chardon. Up next, Victoria's Mia Strobe. Representing Victoria, Sloan Smith. Coming out next, representing Vancouver, Sasha Duchesne. In from North Vancouver, Sophie King. And again, representing North Vancouver, top qualifier, Lana Slipovich. Ladies and gentlemen, your 6 female finalists. Coming up next, our men's finalists will be coming out to my right. In for Vancouver, Malcolm Laurenciano McKinnon. Representing Victoria, Nate Corsi. Up next, Maple Ridge's Misha Linovitsky. Representing Saanich here, Ethan Flynn Pitcher. Vancouver's Matt Keys is your second top qualifier, and our top qualifier on the men's side, Courtney's Oliver Gerard Diedericks. Let's hear it for your female and your male finalists. The time is currently 4:48. We're going to get into our previews now, 2 minutes on each boulder for our female and male competitors. While our finalists are previewing their boulders, we got a couple quick intro notes here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here at BoulderHouse in the city of Langford. We would like to acknowledge and honor that the traditional territories we are on today belong to the Coast Salish, specifically the Secwepsum, Lekwungen, Sikianu, and Wasanic peoples represented today by the Sartlip, Pequotchin, Tsayut, Saykum, and Malahat nations. We appreciate our connection to the land and the traditional unceded rights of these bands. Now let's get the music queued back up, and we're going to be, again, 2 minutes here for our previews on F1 and M1. Got about a minute remaining in that first preview. Also, in starting up our competition, we would like to say a couple of huge thank yous to a few of our sponsors, partners for this year's iteration of the Swing EQUIBLOX competition, which we are gladly here at BoulderHouse Langford for. We'd like to say a huge thank you to title sponsor Flash. There will be some chalk bags and a custom bouldering pad, unless I am much mistaken, that will be given out, raffled off through our finals tonight. We would like to say a huge thank you, of course, to West Coast Resoles, a name not unfamiliar to any of our climbers here on the West Coast, for many of their apparel items, as well as, I believe, coffee for our volunteers earlier today. And, of course, keeping our climbing shoes all very tacky with the best rubber available. Huge thank you to Tidal Chalk for the, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best liquid chalks on the margin. I heard a cheer over there. Nice work. And, of course, from Vancouver, huge thank you to Arc'teryx hats and gear. We might have some giveaways there for Arc'teryx as well. So huge thank you to our sponsors. Again, title sponsor for this year is Flashed. So huge thank you to those sponsors. We are into now our preview round for M2 and F2, our second boulders on the men's and women's side. So our finalists this evening are comprised as a open category final. And now these categories, this open category rather, is comprised of our A age group, youth A rather, our junior and our adult age groups. These are our 15 plus finalists. Most of our youth competitors will be taking place, all of our youth competitors will be taking place in the scramble format tomorrow on Sunday. Pretty quickly coming down here now into the end of our preview for our second problems of the evening. Off now to our F3 and M3 problems. These are off to our left and represented by the blue holds. Each of the men's and women's problems are matched in color. So M3 and F3 in this case are both blue sets of holds. As we saw with M1 and F1, those are both represented in yellow over on the cave and slab wall to our far left, my far right, your far left. And our second boulder problems, M2 and F2, are represented in white. Over on the far slab, we have our fourth problems represented in what I believe that is black. Yeah, black for our M4 and F4. Is that sounding a little bit better? As our finalists are previewing, we will note out that we have two of our session clocks, our problem clocks, up above the top out for M4 and down at the far ends for the F4 problem. Pardon me, that's our M3 problem in blue on the slab wall. Time for our switch over now to our final set of previews. Into our final 30 seconds of preview time for our last two blocks on the wall. Following this, we'll be directing our competitors with our last 10 seconds on the clock to begin making their way back up to isolation. Our first two climbers will be staying out, and we'll be just hiding out behind the door briefly while we get back fully underway. Sorry. All right, folks, that's the end of our ISO period, or our preview period here. So we'd like to ask all of our finalists to please make their way back down to the back stairs over by our female number two problem. And our first two finalists will be re-announced here very shortly. We'll be bringing them back out for our first problems. All right, folks, so we got to test the atmosphere here. So I got to ask, hey, BoulderHouse, how are you all feeling this evening? Okay, I hear you. That's pretty good. But let's try and do that one more time, just a little bit louder. Hey, BoulderHouse, how are you doing? Are we feeling loud? Are we feeling proud? Are we ready to see some pebbles wrestled, some blocks battered, and maybe, just maybe, some beta broken? All right, I'll take it. All right, we are here with the Spring EQUIBLOX competition at BoulderHouse Langford, and it is time to welcome our first two finalists back out onto the climbing mats. Let's hear it for, again, Asia Medard de Chardon and Malcolm Laurenciano McKinnon. Looks like we'll be just a few moments here. We've heard really good results so far from the setting team. We have an amazing crew of, I believe it's 8 setters that have taken place here, working very passionately over the last 3 days to get our blocks in place for this morning's scramble format, and for the last 2 hours, the switch over for our finals problems. So huge shout out to our setters. All right, looks like we're good to go. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, for our two first competitors here, Asia Medard de Chardon and Malcolm Laurenciano McKinnon. We have F1 on the right side here, male 1 directly behind me. And again, our clocks are located above our start for M4 and at the far ends on the right. All right, our clocks are on. We encourage, of course, our very best cheering here to get our athletes up and on through the walls. A nice double paddle here, double clutch from Asia up to the zone. That is, unless I'm much mistaken, going to be a controlled zone here for Asia. Zone as well on the right here from Malcolm. Oh, but unfortunately, a drop off. So we're just coming up on our first minute down for problem 1. Come on, Malcolm. Going with more of a static measure here on F1. Nice stab out to the dish. Control off the zone. It's pretty brutal undercling here on the moving up to the cast. Bit of a dead point here towards the second last hole on F1. Going for a mantle here. Oh. Maybe a bit of a knee bump there on the undercling. Brutal crimp on the bottom of the undercling, leading onto the volume, leading into the zone on M1. Allez, Asia. Yes, nice, nice. Oh. Brutal span, bit of a compression there. Our last 10 seconds here. It looks like that will be it for our first two problems. First two competitors, rather. We'll be calling out our next two in just a moment. We're asking athletes to proceed down to the far end and exit through the back doors. Quick brush off of M1 and F1 as we get ready here. All right, folks, it's time to re-welcome our second two sets of athletes for the first problems of the evening. For the women's problem on my right, let's hear for Victoria's Mia Strobe. And on men one to my immediate left, Victoria's Nate Corsi. Clock is on. Our clock is on for our second two finalists. Nice compression there. That is control on the zones for both Nate and Mia here, passing and moving into the final few moments of the problems. Great control shown here on F1. That is a single hand and double hand on for the first top on the men's side and the women's side. Big congratulations. Nice work there by Mia and Nate. And again, we'll be asking our two finalists here to be making their way off to the far left, the back stairs. Yeah, Mia, off that way, please, and thank you. Quick refresh of our blocks here before we get F1 and F3's third competitors for the evening out. Let's try and bring up the volume here a little bit again as we get our next three out, or next two out, sorry. Just waiting for the thumbs up for our crowd to come out again. And ladies and gentlemen, we've had two competitors out for both problems now. How are we all feeling this evening? All right, well, let's go with our next two. Victoria's Sloan Smith coming out on my right for F1, and Misha Linovitsky from Maple Ridge, Vancouver, out on the left. Clock is on now for our third two competitors. Beautiful throw there on F1 by Sloan Smith, and easily sliding past the zone onto what looks to be a decent hold here. There's a hand on, and let's hear it. Sloan Smith with the second top. Nice work there, Sloan. Nice work. Call her back? Sloan. Hey, Sloan, can we get you back for just a sec? Top there for Misha. Does she need to grab her card? Oh. We're good? Okay. Two tops here in quick succession on M1 and F1. For our second and third finalists on both genders. It is halfway through now, our first round. First set of blocks here. Good. All right, folks. Time for number 4 on the women's side. Let's hear it for Vancouver's Sasha Duchesne. Accompanying her out from ISO is Sanishton's Ethan Flynn Pitcher. Our clock is on. Athletes are welcome to get established. What? Bit of a slip there with the feet for Flynn. Great control into the zone holds. Looking good for our third top here on F1. Let's hear it for Sasha Duchesne. And we're going to again ask athletes following the conclusion of problems to be making their way off to the left side of the boulder pads. Still plenty of time here for our fourth round of finalists. 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes on the clock. All right, Flynn, let's go. Or Ethan, pardon me. Great control through the exit of the volume. Beautiful pinch controlling the air now. Allez, Ethan, allez. Yeah, yes. That is our third top of M1. Congratulations to Ethan. And again, we'll be asking once he's grabbed his gear to exit, please, to the left side. Four climbers to go, 2 on the women's side, 2 on the men's side, and let's bring out round 5 from North Vancouver, Sophie King, and Vancouver's Matt Keys. Thumbs up has been given. There's the whistle, and our 5th round is now underway. Zone control there for Sasha Dusan on the flash attempt. Likewise for Matt Keys over on M1. And there's the top for Sophie King. Congratulations there, Sophie. Crushing through here on our Boulder 1 here. Finalists making their way off onto the left side, out the left front doors. I'd say at this point, a huge shout out to our brushing crew for keeping the holds nice and friction full for our last round of competitors coming out. All right, round 6. Your top qualifiers are next out for M1 and F1. This is for the women's side, North Vancouver's Lana Slipovic. On the men's, check. We lost our volume. It looks like, well, I can yell. On the men's side from Courtney, Oliver, Gerard, Dietrich. Testing. Zone here on. Test. 1, 2, 3, check. Test. We got some volume here back, a little bit of volume. Big reach for Lana on F1 here, coming into the last few moves. Come on, Lana. And there's the top. Lana Slipovic on the flash. Nice work, Lana. Check. Just over 2 minutes on the clock here now. I could try my beatboxing, but I don't think you guys would like it so much.
Transition to Boulder 2. Don't call them out again until I come back down.
Last minute and a half for Boulder number 1 on the men's side. Come on, Oliver. Last minute. Ali Oliver, come on. And with our last 40 seconds on the clock, music comes back on. You got this, Oliver. Shake it off. Come on. Looks like it's not going to be enough there. All right, that is the conclusion here, ladies and gentlemen, of Boulder 1 for our women's and men's competitors. We will be moving on to our second 2 boulders. F2 on the far left for all of you in our viewing gallery on the slab. And M2 directly behind me up and through the cave. We're good to go here. So once again, let's welcome out Vancouver's Asia Médard de Chardon and Vancouver's Malcolm Laurenciano McKinnon. Let's go, Nate. Thumbs up to begin. Clock is started. Great control on the swing there. Slight slip. All right, that's more like it. Zone control here, it looks like, for Asia. Nice save, nice save. Allez, Asia, allez, allez. Oh, not quite enough. Plenty of time here, 2:45 on the clock. Strong work, strong work. That's it. Yes! Ali Malcolm. Oh, good fight, good fight. On the left here, another reestablishment by Asia. Down now into our final 2 minutes. Lots of time. That's it. Power through. Come on. Whoa. I don't know about you guys. I heard that thumb bump. Final minute. Into the zone again for F2. Looks like that's it for Malcolm here on our second problem on the men's side. Great efforts there, Malcolm. One hand. Second hand. That's a top on F2 for Asia. Medad de Chardon. Well done. Well done. Final 10 seconds on the clock. We'll be asking our competitors here again to make their way off to the left. Our brusher's doing a fantastic job. I always liken this, I've never really been on the comp circuit myself, but I imagine this is like for cooking if you had people just whisking your dishes away. It's time to welcome our next two finalists out for our second two problems. Let's hear it for Victoria's Mia Strobe and Victoria's Nate Corsi. Nice work, Nate. Nice work. Yes. Yes. And that's a zone for Mia and for Nate, unless I am very much mistaken. Looks a bit tough off the reach there from the big nubbin as our zone. First attempt here, 2:30, just over that on the clocks for our two competitors here out for the second boulder, second two competitors here. Come on there, Mia. Come on. Wow, with the recovery. Oh. Allez, Nate. Allez, allez. Oh. Ever so slightly short. Last minute now on the clock. Still time, still time. Oh, not quite enough off and into the lateral movement there for Mia. Well, that's our final 12 on the clock. Looks like we'll be moving on to our next round. Great work there by Mia Strobe and Nate Corsi. We got the thumbs up to welcome our next two outs. From Victoria again, Sloan Smith and Maple Ridge's Misha Linovitsky. Quick work by Misha here into the zone hold. Big stretch, big stretch. Yes, yes, yes. And there's the top. Misha Linovitsky at the top of M2. Well done, well deserved. Nice stab out. Delicate work here. The creep of the fingers. Come on, Sloan. Yes. Yes. Yeah, let's hear it for Sloan on the wall. And that's the top for Sloan on female number 2. Fantastic stemming work through the transition over to the right side of the problem. Really showcasing that hip mobility. All right, that is our halfway point here now, folks, for our second 2 problems. This looks like it's snowing outside. Pretty heavy rain outside our climbing center this evening. Time to go for round 4, though. Our 4th competitors, Vancouver's Sasha Duchesne and Sanishton's Ethan Flynn Pritchard. Let's hear it. Beautiful control here. Ethan into the zone holds and moving through like it's no problem. Yes, Ethan, come on. And there's an easy top for Ethan Flynn Pritchard. Nice work there, Ethan. Delicate work here on F2 for Sasha Duchesne. Beautiful, beautiful step through. Allez, Sasha, allez, allez. And that's a top for Sasha Duchesne. Well done, Sasha. All right, it's time to welcome out our fifth set of finalists. For the women, it is North Vancouver's Sophie King and Vancouver's Matt Keys. Come on, folks, let's hear it. Clock's on for our fifth set of finalists. Our top qualifiers to follow this for our last two competitors on, respectively, M and F2. Beautiful control on the campus here from Matt Keys. Yes, Sloan. Yes, let's go. Sophie, self-described slab master here, showcasing her performance. And a top on the flash attempt. Well done there for Sophie King. Let's go, Matt. Yes. All right, here's our zone attempt. Wow, with the recovery. Oh, not quite enough. Just now into our last 2 minutes on this round. Always important to stay on that hydration. No, minute 30 now. Whistle notice now. Final minutes. All right, Matt, let's go. Let's see it. And that's going to be it for Matt Keys on M2. Great perseverance, strong work. Our final two competitors out here shortly for our second of our 4 problems in the spring EQUIBLOX competition. All right, let's hear it for your top qualifiers. Coming out again from ISO, North Vancouver's Lana Slipovich and Oliver Gerard Diedericks from Courtney. Let's go, Alana. Let's go, Oliver. 4 minutes on the clock. Delicate work into the zone. Run F2 by Lana. Come on here, Lana. Come on. A little short here on the second attempt on M2. 2:30 on the clock. Lots of time still here for our two competitors, 2 athletes on the wall. Oh, the rose move into the foot switch. Beautiful. Come on, Oliver. Yes. Oh, not quite enough. 2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes. Back up to the zone. Control here by Oliver. New high point on the problem. Into the zone. Good control. Whistle signifying our final minutes on our second problem. Test, 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 test. Testing, testing. They have lost our audio here again. Come on, Lana. Yes! Ale, ale. Top here, Lana Slipovich on F2. And that is our time for our second round. We'll be directing everybody down to the farther end. Thank you. need to bring out our next ones? No, not quite. Oh, of course, right. Because the switch over. Yeah. Oh, sounds like music's back up. Testing, testing, testing. All right, F3 and M3 denoted here in blue holds. With a bit of the quieting in the music here, I know we can have, I mean, I heard a supposition that nobody can hear us down here from ISO, but we're getting our second round, or pardon me, our first round of finals out for Block 3. Let's hear it for our finalists again. Sloan Smith, pardon me, Aisha Mehtar de Chagnon, and Malcolm Laurenciano McKinnon will bring you down to the far end over here. There we go. Let's hear it. Clock is on. Our clock is live. Check, check. Smoothly moving in towards the finishing few moves over on M3. Delicate work on the slab here for Malcolm. Come on, Malcolm. Oh! That's it. Let's hear it. 2:30 on the clock. Lots of time. Our halfway mark in time. Just off the volume there. It's reestablishment for Malcolm. Come on, Malcolm. Yes, Malcolm, come on. Allez, allez. Yes! Oh. That's a down there, too, for Malcolm. 30 seconds on the clock. 30 seconds. And our final 10. That will be it for Asia Medard Deschardon and Malcolm Laurenciano McKinnon on Boulder 3. Time to bring out our second round of finalists here for Boulder 3. Let's hear it for Victoria's Mia Strobe and once again, Nate Corsi. Time is live, 4 minutes. Wicked looking block here to start off female 3. Nice control on the opposite side here by Nate. Oh. Come on, Mia. Let's go, Nate. Two and a half on the clock, and that is a volume hold for Nate Corsi. Come on, Nate. Come on. Yes. One hand, two hands. That is a top for Nate Corsi on M3. Two minutes now. 2 minutes. Blocked off holds, never anyone's hugest friend. Last minute and a half now for round 2 on our third problems. Come on, Mia. Looks like that's it for Mia here, conserving some energy in the tank for her last problem in just a couple rounds' time. And we're bringing out our next two, Victoria's Sloan Smith and Maple Ridge, Misha Linovitsky. Oh, sorry, I jumped the gun a little bit here. Our clock's resetting. Once again, let's hear it. Sloan Smith and Misha Linovitsky. And there's our starting whistle for 4 minutes on the clock. Nice control here into the blocked off crimp. Smoothly moving up and through. into the zone hold. Looking good here. Come on, Sloan. Yes, Sloan, come on. Not quite comfortable with that foot. Small readjustment. Oh, not quite enough. And over on the far side here, Misha with a top on M3. Well done there, Misha, on that top. We're at just over 235 here for Sloan. (18 years of age, 5'2" with a 5.18 index, a -1. Favorite post-climb food is craft dinner. Come on here, Sloan. Yes, yes. Yes, strong work, Sloan. Come on. Yes! Beta break. Sloan Smith with a reach finish on women's 3. Well done. Nice job, Sloan. Our quick brush down before moving on to our second half. Next up on women's 3, Sasha Duchesne and Ethan Flynn Pitcher. Come on, folks, we can do better than that. Let's hear it. And there's the 4-minute start. Smooth unwind from Sasha Duchesne. Allez, allez, allez. Moving past, no need for a matchup here. Oh! Big reach there, bit of a slip. We'll reset, we'll come back to it. Just over 2.5 minutes on the clock here for Sasha Duchesne and Ethan Flynn Pitcher, pardon me. Just coming into halfway. Lots of time, lots of time. All right, here's super strong attempt for Sasha Duchesne on the first round. Attempt number 2. Allez, allez. When in doubt, just breathe it out. Come on here, Ethan. Come on. All right, folks, let's show some enthusiasm here. 1 minute left. Still got time for an attempt. Come on here, Ethan. Allez, Sasha. Allez, allez. Oh. That's going to be it for Sasha Duchesne on women's 3. Great efforts. And unfortunately, that looks like it's going to be it for Ethan. Great work. Tough establishment here on male 3. Our penultimate 2 finalists on the penultimate problem, Sophie King next up from coming out from ISO, and Matt Keys down to the far wall. Let's hear it again. Sophie King, Matt Keys. First attempt there for Sophie on women's 3. Blocked off hold, not giving too much help to anyone here so far. Nice establishment by Matt Keys. Allez, Matt, allez. Correcting that previous mistake, moving through Sophie King up towards our zone hold. Pulling hard here, nice, that's 1 on. Come on, Sophie, come on. Strong work, strong works. All right, folks, here. Come on, Sophie. Finish it off. Oh. All right, here coming on our halfway mark. 2:15 on the clock. Mackey's back on the wall. Our 2 mainland competitors here with 1:30 on the clock in round 3. Come on, Sophie. Minute remaining here, folks. Minute remaining. Nice work, Sophie. Allez. Nice, Sophie. Allez. 30 seconds here. Lots of time. Control, control. With 7 seconds on the clock, that's going to be it for Sophie King and Matt Keys. Great efforts. All right, folks, we're going to raise the bar here. This is our penultimate climb for our top finalists in just a few moments. Our clock is reset, waiting on the go-ahead from our judge. And let's hear it once again, Lana Slipovich and Oliver Gerard Diedericks. Nice here, Lana. Nice, Lana. Good control. Come on. Strong work. Come on. Down off the first attempt. .240 on the clock here. Come on here, Oliver. Two minutes here remaining for Linus Lepicevic and Oliver Gerard Diedericks. Come on, folks. Let's show them some support. There we go. Come on, Oliver. With the weight transfer. Oh, cheated on the right foot there. Minute 10 here. Great work so far. Let's go, Oliver. Let's go, Lana. Ale, ale. Our final 30 seconds. Come on, Lana. Come on. And that's going to be it here. Let's hear it for Lana Slivovic and Oliver Gerard Diedericks. We'll be turning your attention next year, ladies and gentlemen, folks, to the black problems, our fourth and final problems on this competition evening. For the spring EQUIBLOX, we'd like to say just before we get underway here, thank you so much, everyone, for coming out and supporting our athletes this evening. All right, folks, let's hear it for our first two competitors on our fourth and final problem. Asia Medard de Chardon, Malcolm Laurenciano McKinnon. Come on, folks, show some support. Four minutes now. We work on a attempted double paddle there, triple paddle if you can include the match. Great transition, not quite enough. We'll dial that back in. Come on here, Asia. Arere. Come on here, Malcolm. Come on. Dialing in here, 2:30 coming up. 2:30 remaining. Heading into our 2-minute mark. Malcolm here resetting. A slightly different method here from Asia into the foot transition. Oh, that was looking pretty close here from Malcolm. Coming up on our last minute and 30 seconds on problem 4 for our first two finalists. Come on here, Asia. Let's go, Malcolm. Yes! Through and into the zone, passing through. And come on, that's a top for Asia. Malcolm here, very close. Yes! Double top. The Sen train is back on. Asia Medard de Chardon on Malcolm Laurenciano McKinnon with a double finish here with just under a minute left on their respective timers. Strong climbing there. Big congratulations. And it's time to welcome out our next two finalists. Let's hear from Mia Strobe, Nate Corsi, Final time out onto the climbing pads for this evening's finals. Four minutes on the clock. You got lots of time to figure it out. Ooh, big coordination there. Nice work from Nate Corsi on his first go, and a clutch on to the foot transition there from Mia Strobe into the zone. Strong here, come on. Yes! Back on in no time flat. Nate Corsi here into the transition. Dynamic. And a finish from Mia. Big smile on her last climb of the evening. And a finish there, Nate Corsi as well. Two double finishes here. Send train indeed. Big congratulations there to Mia Strobe and Nate Corsi on M4, F4.
Oh, sorry, thanks.
All right, here, folks, coming into our halfway mark in problem 4. Let's hear it for Sloan Smith and Misha Linovitsky. Solid clutch on attempt number 2. Up and through off the tiniest of jibs on the tip of the volume. This were golf. This would be a birdie, but it's a top for Sloan Smith. And there was the top there as well for Misha Linovitsky on M3. Only about a minute and a half, less than that, in fact, minute 15 on the clock for those two finishes. Great speed there. Over the halfway point, now into competitors number 4 for the women's and men's problems. Let's hear it for Sasha Duchesne and Ethan Flynn Pitcher. There's our start, 4 minutes now. Whoa, with the save. Come on, Ethan. Come on. What a finish. I wish we had live replay on that. That was an amazing save there. Ethan Flynn Pitcher with the top on M4. Save. .242 here on the clock down remaining. Sasha Duchesne into a crimp. A second. Ali, come on. One and a match. Top for Sasha Duchesne. Strong finish to our evening here from most of our competitors. Seems like we've lost a bit of our audio once again. We'll have that back up for you folks here very shortly. It's time to welcome finalist number 5, Sophie King and Matt Keys. Come on, folks, show some support. Let's hear it. Our whistle is on to start our penultimate 4 minutes in this evening's final session. Come on here, Matt. Allez, Sophie. Ooh. Showing that slab domination here again on the foot switch. Sophie King up and through, zone hold. Come on, Sophie. Allez. Strong here, strong here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, no. That's only our first minute here on the fourth problem. The last round through for Sophie King and Matt Keys. Lots of time, lots of time. Try and get that music pumped back up for our last couple minutes here. 2.5 minutes remaining on the clock. Slab Master back into play. Double. Oh, with a smooth, clean stop. Front flag. Matt Keys into the volume, zone hold, zone volume. Strong here, Matt, strong here. And living up to expectations, that is a double send. Let's hear it for Sophie King, Matt Keys. All right, folks, we're going to start for our last round of finalists. Let's try and see if we can get a clap wagon going on here. All right, last but definitely not least, Lana Slipovic and Oliver Gerard Diedericks. Our final whistle for the go-ahead to establish on women's and men's 4. Did we ever have anything happening with the t-shirt toss-outs or anything? 5-minute break or something after that. Yeah, okay. Nice here from Oliver. One hand on the zone. Big press. I was just curious. I was just asking. I lost track of what their attempts were. It's all good. All good. All good. This should be attempt 2 for them. Okay. And I think attempt 3 for Lana. Come on. 2:20 on the clock. 2:20 remaining. Slightly off on that double paddle. Come on here, Oliver. Come on, Lana. Yes, yes. Lockstep here, folks, through our last problem. Come on, Oliver. Ale, ale, Lana, ale. Strong, strong, strong. Yes. And there's the finish. Top out for Lana Slipovic. Apologies. Nice work, Lana. Coming into our final minutes, we'll hear that minutes mark whistle. And there we have it. Final minutes, final problem. Still got time for a burn or two. Oliver Gerard Diedericks representing Courtney here. Ale, Oliver, ale. Yes! Oh! "30 seconds. Oliver, 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 Oliver. 15 seconds. Come on. Come on. Yes. Let's go. No! So close, but not quite enough there for Oliver Gerard Diedericks. Great attempt, though, nonetheless. Strong work across the entirety of the field there, ladies and gentlemen, for our 4 boulders and our 6 contendants for each gender. All right, folks, so results are currently being tabulated. The current time is 6:28. We will be approximately, of course, an approximate, aiming for our presentation in 10 to 15 minutes' time. We'll let you know in advance how we are progressing on that. You want to get it? Well, I don't know about you guys here, but that was some fantastic climbing from our competitors through our final session this Saturday evening. We'd like to once again thank our sponsors in advance. Again, our medalist presentations will be coming up in about 10 to 15 minutes time. More information on that as we get it, but huge thank you, of course, to Flashed, West Coast Resoles, Tidal Chalk, and Arc'teryx for helping out with our sponsoring and supporting our comp this weekend. Is it just the established, or is it the establishment, or what's the thinking?
Final results are posted. You have 5 minutes to appeal. 5 minutes to appeal.
Folks, once again, if you didn't catch that last announcement, finals results have been posted. You have 5 minutes from the current time to appeal. We are 6:37. Okay. So once again, folks, current time is 6:37. There's about 4 minutes, coaches, for an appeal on the current posted results. Those are posted at Sport Climbing BC. Yeah. Okay. Again, as we probably all know, those results are posted at sportclimbingbc.ca. With our appeal timer counting down, we will be getting in towards our medal presentations, our winners for the events for both genders here fairly shortly. About 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes remaining on that appeal timer. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can have your attention here for a moment, athletes, coaches, and all of our spectators. Our results are now final, and we will be moving into our medalist presentations fairly shortly here. Medalist presentations will be taking place under the apex of the cave as we welcomed our athletes out at the beginning of the evening. And just as a heads up, we will be presenting our medalists for the Youth A male, followed by Youth A female. Our junior male and junior female medals will be second up. And our open male, open female medals will be third.
Can I ask you one more question? Jupiter, is it boats? Bouts?
Both.
Boats. Okay.
But I didn't watch all of them. The one that I saw that glared to me was the last guy. And so because it was the last guy, and I hadn't really noticed any discrepancies with other ones, then I didn't want to correct his, just in case it was consistent with everything else you did. Yeah. And if you were consistent with all of them, then I'm okay. Yeah. But it's still incorrect. Okay? So for the next one, good to know. It's they need to in those and they're challenging ones to do, but they need to leave her up, put the pressure, bring the other one up, and then
So Jared, do you want me to start marshaling people over there now? Or?
I just didn't watch all of them, and that's why I didn't want to correct it.
Okay.
It makes so much more sense why you were looking over at me when they were starting. You were kind of like, that wasn't real. That was a real start.
We're good? Okay, so we want to start 2 minutes. Go. Quick question for you. Guy in the blue, I haven't caught his name yet. Kent? Kent. What's his, do you know what his position with Sport Climbing BC is?
He was the technical delegate.
And what's his last name? I'm not sure. Okay. Hey, Kent, I have a quick question for you. Let's, do you mind if I just grab your last name?
Pardon me?
You're presenting medals?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I grab your last name?
Warden, W-O-R-D-E-N. Kent, first name.
Yeah.
K-E-N-T. So I'll start from it.
Good to go.
Lisa, 445 pounds, 3478, 4, 346,
How'd it go? We're going to loosely begin here, folks, to turn your attention down again to the apex of the cave. We'll be getting our medalist presentations underway here very shortly. We'd like to encourage any of our spectators, athletes, coaches down by the desk, over by the entrance, to make their way down if you're looking to have a look-see over our medalist presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to gather your attention here, and we'd like to ask our practicers trying out some of our problems from this evening to make their way back down to spectation. In a few moments here, we're going to be having our medalists come up for, again, our Youth A male and female events. We'll be following that up with our Junior male and female and our Open male and female medalist presentations to conclude. Presenting these awards will be Kent Warden, our technical delegate here this evening from our Sport Climbing BC. Huge thank you, one of our referees for the evening, judges. And we have some fantastic gift bags donated on behalf of our sponsors this evening that will be presented by Jared Gillis, our facility operations manager here at Langford BoulderHouse. As some of our medalists here were from the youth scramble events this morning, if we have our medalists in the building, we do ask them to come right on up here. Medalists will be presented to my left. And if they are not, we will get those medals handed out shortly afterwards. So without any further ado, starting off with our Youth A male finalists, our medalists for this event. In third place, we'd like to call up Jupiter Boat. Congratulations, Jupiter. Your silver medalist in the Youth A male events is Levi Powell. Congratulations there, Levi. Your gold medalist and spring EQUIBLOX champion in the Youth A male event, let's hear it for Lucas Bekema. Bit of a backlog here, it seems. Your double medalist, EQUIBLOX champion. Let's hear it again for your three medalists, Lucas Bekema in first, Levi Powell, and Jupiter Boat. Congratulations, boys. Quick photo op here, and then we'll be moving on to our Youth A female medalists. Moving on now. We'd like to please make some noise for your bronze medalist in the Youth A female events. Let's hear it for Lana Slepicevic. Your silver medalist is Sasha Duchesne. And your gold medalist, the slab master herself. Let's hear it for Sophie King. Congratulations, ladies. We'll be moving on now to our junior male medalists. Without any further ado, starting off with your bronze medalist. Let's hear it for Malcolm Lorenciano McKinnon. Our newest fan of the famed shimmy shake move. Our silver medalist for the junior male event is Nate Corsi. Your gold medalist and spring EQUIBLOX champion for the junior male events. Let's give it up for Misha Livinovitsky. Congratulations, gentlemen. For your junior female medalists, bronze medalist is Ava Morris. Congratulations, Ava. Your silver medalist, Asia Medard de Chardon. Pardon me, sorry. And sorry. And your gold medalist, your spring EQUIBLOX champion for the junior female. Let's hear it for Sloane Smith. Absolutely crushing it tonight in finals. Congratulations, ladies. Moving on now to our open male medalist presentation. First up, your bronze medalist. Let's hear it for Ethan Flynn Pitcher. Your silver medalist, well, let's hear it again for Nate Corsi. And your gold medalist, and again, two-time spring EQUIBLOX champion. Let's hear it for Misha Linovisky. Congratulations, gentlemen. And finally, but definitely not of your least, the open female finalists for this year's Spring EQUIBLOX Spring EQUIBLOX Boulder competition. Bronze medalist, Sasha Duchesne. Your silver medalist, Sophie King. And let's hear it for your Spring EQUIBLOX Open Female Champion. Let's give it up to Sloane Smith. Congratulations, ladies. And once again, congratulations to all of our medalists for the Youth A, Junior, and Open categories. Folks, thank you very much for coming out to the Langford BoulderHouse location this evening for our Spring EQUIBLOX first night, our open night of finals. Thank you very much. I wish all the very best for any of you who are coming in tomorrow for the Open Scramble event. And we hope to see you again sometime very, very soon. My name is Cole Barrett. It's been an absolute pleasure hosting for you this evening. Please get home safe, and we'll see you again at a gym sometime soon, hopefully.